with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. These folks are ready, and we are underway. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Reset.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, Charles, it feels like Lamar Miller's been around the NFL forever, but he's still just going to turn 28 in April. This past year, though, 973 rushing yards, good for 12th in the league.
And you know that he's capable of being a 1,000-yard runner year in and year out, save for some injuries and maybe utilizing the pass game a little bit more in Houston. 4.6 yards per carry is a healthy number, and that was his highest since 2014 when he was with the Miami Dolphins.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13.
him with a backup. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He is going to find Hill here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. That is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Here we go. 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, as they take the field here for the next drive, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. How excited are you for Mahomes and Brady, Chiefs and Patriots?
I'm very excited because, remember, this is a rematch game, just like in the NFC, where they played in the regular season, but this time the site is different. Regular season, they were in Foxborough, and Tom Brady and the Patriots won late against Kansas City. But how about this? The first quarterback to have a 50-touchdown season, Tom Brady, he's taking on the latest to do so in Patrick Mahomes.
And you've also got the likely MVP in Mahomes against arguably the greatest to do it all time. The storylines here just at the quarterback position are limitless.
Yeah, and remember we said they met in the regular season? It was 43-40. The win for the Patriots in Foxborough, but Kansas City walked out of there vowing revenge.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Richmond.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, he'll rifle this one deep right. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, 76 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Kansas City set to get the football, the #1 seed, rolling over the Colts last weekend. Now they get New England, and because, of course, they're the #1 seed, Charles, they're going to get them at home. And they look so good against the Colts. It's like they were angry of all that Chiefs can't win at home talk.
Yeah, and think about their head coach, Andy Reid. Remember, he was 1-4 in Kansas City in playoff games. People keep talking about you win a lot of regular season games. When is that going to translate to the postseason and possibly getting to the Super Bowl? Well, they move on in an impressive way over the Colts. And now what a matchup. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, but they get them at home in Arrowhead Stadium.
Yes, sir. Popcorn, please. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
They go play fake. Mahomes throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Well, partner, let's look ahead to the NFC Championship game while we got a second. Sunday, 3 Eastern, Rams, Saints. What do you think about that matchup?
I'm loving the matchup, and it's right back at the site where they played in the regular season. And the Saints got out to a 21-point lead, and the Rams reeled them in before the Saints won it by 10 down the stretch. Here's where I think the biggest matchup of the game is. Marcus Peters, corner for the Rams, against Michael Thomas, receiver of the Saints. In the last game, Michael Thomas really got over on him, over 200 yards receiving. And the Saints said that was the game plan, to attack Marcus Peters. He vowed it would be different if they met again. Here's his opportunity this Sunday.
To throw is Watson, trying to lay one up deep. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 52 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking. They've got his man complete. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Watson now to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And it's 21-3. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Richmond. Mike 5'9", Richmond. Watch the screen. Reset.
A first down carry now for Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Watson throwing right side. That's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Back 22.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. And even 50 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Dylan Cole. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, a reminder to everyone out there, coming up soon, the NFL Club Championship event. Now, there are a handful of those club events that haven't been determined yet, but eventually there will be a representative from each of the 32 NFL teams. It's about $700,000 worth of prize money, and it's all going to take place live on Twitch every day at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, starting January 30th and running through February 2nd. Don't miss it. Lamar Miller, 59 yards. And the Texans add on. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Single. So. Z.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. And even 50 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Slow.
Now Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, but no quitting here.
0.
He'll get it up the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Left.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Green 39.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. DJ Reader able to drop him for a loss of 4. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. To throw on second is Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Black 58 round.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Back now in Houston. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Slow. Left. Slow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping, and they can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Out of the gun, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Ready!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And now here's another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Come back, come back!
After the interception, here's Watson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. 44's Mike. Check, check. Richmond, Richmond. Got you.
From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Richmond, Richmond.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Right there. All day, baby. Keep 15. Keep 15. Set. Black 22.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Allen Bailey in on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.